Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Just give me a second. Let me give access to the people coming right now. A lot of people are joining right now. Okay, guys. Good. Let's see. People, welcome to the class, guys. We are going to, well, we are going to learn, remember a little bit about passive voice, guys. That's what we are going to be doing. We are going to talk about processes today, guys. So a lot of stuff coming today, people, okay? So, guys, let's begin right now. Before we start, people, I want to know, how are you today, Walter? Nice to see you here. So how are you, Walter?
Fine. And you?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for asking. Walter, well, Sunday is coming, Saturday is coming. So let me ask you, what plans do you have for this weekend?
For this weekend,
Mhm. What are your
uh,
plans?
I I I go to the Cinemark.
Okay, to
Uh,
the cinema. What movie are you going to watch?
I watch movie Dragon Ball movie.
Hey, yes, the new Dragon Ball movie. Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. Are you going to go with your friends, with your girlfriend,
With
family?
my girlfriend.
Okay, does she like anime? Does she like Dragon Ball?
Yes,
Ah, that's
yes. She like
she likes it. Okay, that's good. My girlfriend, she doesn't like Dragon Ball, you know. So I cannot take her there. Good. Excellent. Let's see. Tatiana, tell me, how are you today?
Fine.
Good, excellent, Tatiana. Let me ask you, what plans do you have for this weekend?
I'm going to read a book,
What book?
El Club de las 5 de la mañana,
What is that book about? Do you know?
de Sharman. Alan
Okay.
Sharman. Mhm.
Doesn't sound familiar. Well, I'm really bad at reading. It's not that I don't like reading. I love reading, but not books. You know, I don't usually read books. So I read articles, stuff like that. So what is that book about? What is the novel about?
¿De qué se trata?
Mhm. What is it about?
The book talk about that why we um, we cómo nosotros podemos ser, how do you say,
How we can be.
how we can be uh, effective persons.
Okay. So it's a
Uh-huh.
motivational book.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's not a novel in that case. It's just a book.
No. Yes.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm not that good at reading. I never finish the books that I start reading. But yeah, I really like this type of book. The last one I read is a 360 Líder de 360. So it's a really good book. Recommend you that one
Okay.
if you like this type of reading. And you haven't,
Okay.
go for it. So
Okay.
good, excellent. People, let's see. Wilbur, what about you? How are you today, Wilbur?
Hi, teacher. Repeat, please.
How are you, my friend?
Nice. To also, I am very busy in my job.
You are very, are you in your job right now?
Sorry?
Are you working now?
No, no.
Okay.
Before, before
Okay.
the class.
Before the class.
Yes.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Pues, I am going to with my wife and the park and a celebration his birthday.
Okay. Good. Excellent. A birthday party. Good. Good. Excellent. A birthday party. Good. And let's see. Good people. Good. So tomorrow we will hear more about your plans for the weekend, guys. The rest. So people, well, we will continue talking about processes, right? Talking about stuff like that, and that's what we are going to do. So guys, let's go right now, guys. So people, let me ask you, do you like, well, what activities do you like to do? What are your favorite activities? What are your hobbies? Victor, let's begin with you, my friend. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is watching TV.
Watching
Um,
TV. Okay.
yeah,
What kind of
I
shows do you like to watch?
I like watch series on Netflix.
Okay. What's your favorite series? What's the one that you like?
Someone.
Someone. Okay.
Yes. For example, the Last Kingdom, the Vikingos, the series in the series to do in England. I like it.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Okay. Watching TV. Marco, what about you?
Fine, thank you, teacher.
Good. Excellent. Marco, tell us, what's your hobby?
My favorite hobby is read the books, watch TV, and singing and karaoke. Singing karaoke.
Karaoke. Where do you go to do that?
A long years ago, I was visit the Café Don Pedro, for example.
Okay.
Yes. Because at this time, long years ago, I was living near to the university, National University, yeah. And if you remember, in the near to the National University, ¿cómo puedo decir? Había
There
un
was a
café.
place, there was a bar.
Yes.
What do you want to say?
Quiero decir de que había cerca de la universidad un café Don Pedro, pero ya no existe, hoy es una gasolinera.
There was a Café Don Pedro in the past.
In the past, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now it's a gas station. Yeah, I remember.
No, it's a gas station.
Yeah, I remember it. Okay, good. People, let's see, guys. Who likes traveling? Who likes traveling?
Me.
You like traveling? Okay.
Yes.
Well, what about traveling here in El Salvador? Do you know a lot of places here in El Salvador?
Yes, in El Salvador, in out of El Salvador.
Okay, good. So let's see, what is the most beautiful place for you, in your opinion, here in our country?
En La Unión, there is a Golfo de Fonseca.
Oh, Golfo de Fonseca, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it's beautiful.
The view. Okay, mostly for the view. What are other activities that can be done or that are done there? What activities can you do there?
You can ride, yes, ride, to ride in the boat and visit the different islands.
Visit
Yeah.
different islands. Okay, good.
Yes.
Excellent. Golfo de Fonseca. Great.
Yes.
Let's see another person that likes traveling. People, who else likes traveling? Laura, you said you.
Yes.
Yeah, you like it?
I like travel. Is my hobby, my
Your
favorite
hobby.
hobby.
Okay. Laura, what is the most beautiful place in El Salvador for you?
For the I went for vacation. The last vacation.
Mhm.
My family went El Espíritu de la Montaña is a top mountain
Okay.
in the department Morazán.
It's located in Morazán. That was my question. Where is it located? Morazán. Okay.
Yes,
What activities can you do there? What are the activities?
And we went 2 days. I camp in one night. You can walk for the forest.
Okay.
This
That sounds
place
interesting.
have a lot of tree. El clima, no sé cómo se diría.
The weather.
The weather is cool, and it has a very naturaleza.
Nature. It has a lot
Nature.
of nature. In Morazán, you said. Espíritu de la Montaña. That's the
Yes.
name.
En Conchagua. Specific.
Okay. Conchagua, but Conchagua in la... No, sorry. You said en Conchagua, right?
Conchagua.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Good. Excellent. Great. Okay, guys. Well, we are learning where these attractions are located, right? Let's see. Another person that likes traveling, people. Who else likes traveling? No, nobody. Let's see. We are going to do a little test right now. People, where is El Cerro Verde located? Let's see. Where is El Cerro Verde, I'm sorry, located? David, do you know where is it located?
In Sonsonate.
Okay, Sonsonate.
Be specific, Izalco.
Izalco.
No.
No, well, close to Izalco, right? Close to Izalco. What is the municipality there, guys?
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana, right? It is in Santa Ana. Do you know what is the municipality? Santa Ana too. No. Yeah.
No, Cerro Verde is located in Santa Ana.
What is the municipality? ¿Cuál es el municipio, guys?
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana. Okay, good. You know, I was asking you to see if you know and I didn't know. So good, excellent. Guys, what about if I ask you for this one is really difficult. Where have I don't know, where is Ichanmichen located? Do you know Ichanmichen, guys?
Zacatecoluca, La Paz.
Yeah, good. Laura, you like traveling. Yes. Ajá, aquí ya lo comprobamos. It's true. Okay, Ichanmichen is in Zacatecoluca. Good, excellent. What is Ichanmichen? Do you know what is Ichanmichen, guys? Laura, can you tell us what is it?
It's a place that have pool.
Mhm.
It's
Natural pools.
tourist centro,
Okay, a touristic place.
touristic place. And
Okay.
the water termales, aguas termales.
Hot springs. Nacimientos de agua caliente. Hot springs. Give me a second, guys. Send it here on the chat. People, the ones that I know, so don't worry, the ones that are working right now. So, hot springs. Okay, hot springs. Good. Yeah, that is Ichanmichen, right? That is Ichanmichen. Good. Excellent, guys. People, did you notice passive voice? ¿Se dieron cuenta dónde estaba el passive voice, guys? Oh, you didn't notice it? People, passive voice, we can use it to give information to. Where is located? Okay, let's remember a little bit about passive voice right now, guys. So, passive voice is very formal, right? That's one characteristic. Formal, it's very formal, right? So that is one characteristic. Passive voice is formal. The difference. The location is in Oloquilta. It is located in Oloquilta. La ubicación es en Oloquilta. Está localizado en Oloquilta. Okay, that's what it is. That's the difference, guys. This is talking about places, right? But what about if we go to instructions, the ones that we just learned? So the app you download the app. That's it. You download the app. So guys, you see the difference. You download the app is downloaded. You download the app from the Play Store, the app is downloaded from the Play Store. Descargas la aplicación es descargada de. Okay, so that is the difference. Guys, what is the structure? You remember how can I make these passive voice sentences? What do I need first?
The object.
The object, que en este caso va a ser nuestro subject, right?
Yes.
So the object, object, subject.
Object, subject.
¿Por qué
Plus.
object, guys? The object is the one that receives the action. I love you. Who received the action, guys? I or you?
You.
you, right? You, that is you, okay? So, good, excellent. I love you. So, the object is you. I love pupusas. Who is the object, guys?
Pupusas.
The
Pupusas. Who received the love? Well, pupusas received the love. The pupusas don't love me. I love them. Okay? Then what do I need? I have the subject and then what, guys?
Plus verb to be.
Exactly. Is or are. En menor medida am. Es bien difícil encontrar am, pero se puede. You can. Okay, guys. Then what is next?
Plus the past participle.
Participle.
Participle verb.
Participle verb.
Ay, pero eso no me lo puedo yo. Mister. So what do I do? Guys, easy. Okay. El 90% de los verbos en participio son el mismo verbo. Let's see some examples. What is the past participle of play?
Played.
Played. Good, excellent. What is the past participle of cook? Cooked.
Cook.
What is the past participle of buy?
Both.
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 What is the past participle of mention?
Mention.
Mentioned.
Good, mention. Ya vamos a ver pronunciación ahorita, don't worry. Okay, what is the past participle of, let's see. Cualquier verbo, guys. Process is the same. What is the past participle of understand? Well,
Understood.
Understood.
the verb past will be the same participle, understood. What is the past participle of say? Well, it will be said. Pay, paid. Tell, told. Y así nos vamos, guys. Casi todos son el mismo. Hay algunas excepciones. My recommendation es primero practiquemos los pasados, hagámonos súper familiares con los pasados y luego solo nos aprendemos los irregulares. ¿Cuáles son algunos irregulares, guys? Los más comunes son, por ejemplo, el verbo to be, que va a ser been. El verbo see.
Entra.
That will be seen. The verb know. It will be known. The verb show. It will be shown. The verb give. It will be given.
Given.
No sé si están viendo algo que tienen en común, guys. The verbo drive. ¿Qué va a ser? Driven. The verbo write. ¿Qué va a ser? Written. Okay. And so on. I can continue. Do you see something they have in common, guys? They have something in common. I don't know if you can see it.
The letter M.
The letter M. Forgotten. So, van a ir viendo que la mayoría tienen N's, entonces eso lo podemos ayudar para que nos asocie nuestro cerebro. We associate this idea, guys, okay? So, that's it. Pero no todos, la verdad no son todos, pero de los irregulares, digamos que el 80% terminan en N. Entonces, terminan en esa N, been, sin, known, shown, given, y se escriben, se pronuncian tal y como se escriben. No se dice given o given, no. Given, driven, written, forgotten, been, sin, known, fly, flown, blow, soplar, blown. And so. Questions, guys? Do you have any question about it? No. Okay, object, subject, verb to be, participle, complement, guys. Necesito el objeto, necesito el sujeto. Si quiere poner el sujeto, siempre va a ser by y la persona. By Laura, by Lorena, by me, by you, by my parents, by them, by the president of El Salvador, by the president of the United States, by the people, by whatever. Okay? Por esto. So, let's see. The food is cooked by the chef. The room is painted by me. And so on. Questions, guys, about passive voice. Do me a favor, guys, here on the chat, please. I want you to write one sentence in passive voice. Let's go. Let's do it, guys. One sentence in passive voice. On the chat, please. Guys, here on the chat, please send it. Thank you. Thank you. Continue, guys. Let's go. Okay. Let's look at your examples, guys, from the beginning. Let's go right now. The bus is driven by my uncle. Okay, good, excellent. The book is read by me. Excellent. Okay. So guys, remember that el by no es tan necesario. I wouldn't use that one. Pero eso depende de ustedes. Si lo quieren ocupar, pongan. Nothing bad happens. The homework is made by me. Good. The Mona Lisa was painted. You use simple past, Victor. Was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah. This example was wrote by me. Ricardo, cuidado con el verbo en participio, right? Passive, right? Written. Okay. You don't use the simple past. You use the verb in past participle. This example was written by me. The bread was baked by mom. Good. Pizza Hut, it is located in San Salvador. Good. The lunch is cooked by me. Reports are written by us. Excelente. The letter is written by me. Okay, David? So the letter is written by me. Okay. So the coffee, guys, coffee with double E, Wilbur, there, is prepared by the wife, by my wife, by a wife. Okay, so like that. Se lo olvidó eso, pero that's okay. The bus is driven by Rodrigo. Excellent. The dinner was cooked or is cooked by my mother. Has cooked? No. Has cooked means ha cocinado. Okay, no, not really. So the dinner was cooked or is cooked by my mother. Como no hemos aprendido el pasado, guys, pero ya veo que lo ocupan. So sería is cooked by my mother. So careful with the structure. Remember verb to be. That's it. Guys, I see that we are good with the examples. We can continue working with this one, but that's okay. Do you have any question about this one, guys? No questions, everything clear? Tell me now, guys. Okay, people, let's do something. Just give me one moment. Give me one moment, guys. Vamos a ocupar el passive voice later on, guys. So, for our activity of this day. Algunos que ya me enviaron los ejercicios, guys. So, para los que no estuvieron ayer en clase, people, we have exercises, okay, from the book, guys. So, what are the exercises? No, this is not the exercise. Let's go. So guys, what is the exercise? You go to page 18. Page 18, page 17 from your book. Page 18, page 17. You complete this one, lo pueden hacer en un Word document, lo pueden hacer en PDF, le pueden editar, whatever you want. Okay, you can do it on a piece of paper and you send the pictures, you send it to my personal WhatsApp. And that's the first homework assignment. Ahora les explico cuál será la segunda, but that is later on, okay? So guys, yesterday yesterday we were talking about questions. Blanca, cuidado con esa oración. That is not passive voice. Recuerde la estructura. Subject. Y luego va el verb to be. Is, are, am, plus participle. Okay, that's the structure. The house was built one year, 1 month ago, 1 winter ago. Okay, so be careful with that one. So people, let's see. Yesterday we were talking about simple present, right? So people, we are going to go on how to use information, how to make questions, right? So people, I noticed we have problems with the questions. Ayer tuvimos problemas con las preguntas. Muchos no estábamos siguiendo la estructura, guys. So people, for information questions, like the ones from the audio, que ya lo vamos a volver a oír, the ones from the audio, guys, we use WH questions. What a WH question does, it gives me information. What do you do? Let's see. Victor, what do you do for a living? What do you do?
I am auditor.
Okay, good. What do you do on Sundays? David Ernesto, what do you do on Sundays afternoons?
I go to the park.
You go to the park, great. Tatiana, what do you do Fridays night?
I'm going to watch series on Netflix.
Okay. I watch videos. Repeat after me. I watch videos.
I watch videos.
Okay, it's not future, guys. It's in general. What do
Okay.
you do Fridays night? Okay,
Okay.
cuando escuchen la palabra Fridays, Sundays, that is simple present, guys.
Okay.
What do you do? What do you do Sunday mornings? What do you do Sunday mornings? Let me ask Laura. What do you do Sunday mornings?
Usually I go into the church.
Usually I go to the church. Remember simple present. Repeat after me.
Usually I go into the church.
Not going.
I go to the church.
Why go? Not going. Going future, guys. ¿Qué va a hacer este domingo? ¿Qué hace todos los domingos? Simple present. Okay. Good. Let's see, Lorena, what do you usually do on vacations?
I go to, I travel. I usually travel.
You usually travel. Marco, what do you usually do when you feel sick?
I stay in my house, in the bed. I rest all day.
You rest all days. Okay,
Yes.
good. Good, excellent. You see, guys, information. I want information, you give me information. That's what we are doing, okay? So, people, what department do you supervise? Let's see, what department do you work for? Victor, what department do you work for?
I work in the consulting department.
Good. David Eliseo, what department do you work for?
I work in TIC.
Okay, good, excellent. What branch do you work in? Let's see. Tatiana, what branch do you work in?
Perdón, excuse me.
What branch do you oh yeah, you were not yesterday, right?
What branch?
Branch. Do you remember, guys, what branch is?
Es,
Yes, it's like a sucursal or cells.
Okay, yeah, that's a sucursal, right? And how do you call the most important branch, guys? It has a name. How do you call that one? A la sucursal madre, guys. Casa matriz, they call it. How do you call that one in English?
Headquarter.
Excellent.
Headquarters.
A headquarter. Okay. So, Tatiana, do you work? Where do you work? In a headquarter or in a branch?
I work in Sylvania.
Do you work? Does Sylvania have a lot of branches or only one?
Only one.
Because
because we don't sell directo.
You don't sell directly to people, right?
Only with distribuidores.
With
Okay.
only third parties.
Third parties.
Okay, only third parties. Okay.
Okay.
No, perdón, no. Third parties es otra cosa. Only two. Vendors.
Okay.
Yeah, only two vendors.
Vendors.
Like Super Selectos, like you name it, right? That is a vendor. Excellent. Good.
Yes.
So great, guys. People, let's look at the structure. That's super important. What is the structure, guys? First, you need what for making this type of questions, guys? For making WH questions, what do you need? What do you need?
The WH.
The WH.
WH.
Excellent, WH. Then what is next? Simple present. So what is next, guys?
Auxiliary.
In my auxiliary, I have two options. What are my two auxiliaries?
Are.
Do and does.
Do and does. Bueno, realmente el verbo to be is another auxiliary. So do and does. O puede ser el are, right? Are or is. Pero esa es otra historia.
Okay.
So do and does. Then what is next?
Verb. The verb.
The verb. No, you need something before the verb.
The subject.
The subject.
Oh, sí.
Good. Okay. The subject. And then you need, yes, the verb.
The verb.
What happens with the verb? Do I add s at the end of the verb si es tercera persona, guys? Or
No.
Is the verb in
Because
past?
have the auxiliary.
Exactly. I have my auxiliary. I use my base form. Complement question mark. People, do me a favor. Yesterday you made questions. Are you following this structure? Check your questions. Look at your questions. Correct your questions. Okay? We are going to listen again to the audio that we listened yesterday, guys.
Sure. I have an observation.
Go ahead. What's your observation?
In the but I don't. Yeah, in the some question, the verb to be is after the subject. For example, what branch does she manage? Is not complete with the structure that you write.
Ah, good question. Good observation, my friend. So this one, guys. What and how? What happened with this? What, guys? This branch is not the subject. It's the WH still. Okay? What is very specific? You can say what? Okay?
What time?
What color?
Okay.
What animal?
What time?
What animal?
Okay.
What time? What day? What
Kind of.
country? What city? What place? Whatever. Okay? So remember what is very specific, but still the subject is the next person. What animal does she see? What animal does she see? She sees a lion. Okay. What animal roars? Blah, 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 blah. What about how? How, guys, we use adjectives. How good? How bad? How old? Por eso la pregunta, how old are you? Right? How old? How new? How ugly? Cuán feo es. How ugly is it? Okay. So, how fast? How slow? How, I use adjective, right? How intelligent? How beautiful? How
much?
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Good. So those are the ones that can be super specific. Okay. So guys, let's pay attention to the audio one more time. Check your questions and see if they are okay or they are not okay. Try to see the information again. We are going to practice this one more time, guys. Give me just a minute. Pay attention again and correct your questions, guys. Okay, so let's go again. We are going to listen to the audio one more time. Let's do it.
She goes to the zoo. She sees a lion. The lion roars. She sees an elephant. The elephant has a long trunk. She sees a turtle. The turtle is slow. She sees a rabbit. The rabbit has soft fur. She sees a gorilla. The gorilla is eating a banana.
One more time. I play it one more time.
She goes to the zoo. She sees a lion. The lion roars. She sees an elephant. The elephant has a long trunk. She sees a turtle. The turtle is slow. She sees a rabbit. The rabbit has soft fur. She sees a gorilla. The gorilla is eating a banana.
Check your questions, guys. I'm going to ask you for your questions one more time. You are going to tell me one question. You tell me the answer to. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Y luego les enseño el texto. Okay, so let's do it. Check it right now, people. Marco, tell me one question.
Okay, the first question that I identified, what does she go?
Okay, good. Let's see it. Just give me a second. Let's go right now. What
Does she go?
What does she go? Okay, wait a minute right here. Guys, what is your opinion? Is that sentence okay or not? La estructura se las pongo por acá. That's auxiliary. Subject.
Base for.
So guys, look at the sentence. Tell me if the sentence is okay.
Sería where does.
Ah, good. What? It means a thing, right?
Yeah.
An object. Okay?
Yes, it's correct.
But go is an action. So the question will be not what. It will be
It's where.
where. Excellent.
Where does she go?
Much. Where does she go? What is the answer?
She goes to the zoo.
She goes. Third person, to the zoo.
To the zoo.
Excellent. Lorena, tell me another question, please.
What animal does roar?
What animal does roar?
Roar.
Is that okay, guys?
No,
Why not?
because they aren't the subject.
Where is the subject? Here is not subject, guys.
It's it.
What animal does it roar?
Which animals?
Which animal does it roar? Guys, when we don't have subject, here we don't have subject. We don't know what that it is. What happens here? I don't use the auxiliary. This one will happen in question with who, right? With who people. For example, who likes traveling? ¿Se acuerdan de esa pregunta, guys?
Yes.
Who likes traveling? That's the question. Who is the subject, guys? We don't know. Who is the subject here? So that's the subject, the same here. So what happened here, guys? ¿Qué pasa con esto? ¿Qué creen que le falta al what animal?
What does animal?
No auxiliary, my friend.
Okay.
No sería who animal for.
Who is only for people.
Ah,
What animal is roar?
What animal is roar? Sí, pero ya lo cambió de tiempo verbal. Yo la quiero en presente. ¿Qué animal ruge? That's the question, guys. Una letra falta, guys. Only one letter missing.
Is.
No.
A roar. A roar.
Roar. Ah, third person.
What animal roars? No auxiliar. ¿Por qué? Porque no sabemos cuál es el auxiliar. ¿Cuál es cuál, right? Esta question es como un who, pero de animal. Okay? So, who de animales, we use what? We don't use who. A menos que sea una historia que el animal habla. O que es Bugs Bunny, right? Something like that, yeah, you can say who. But animals in normal basis, guys, we are going to say what? What? Okay, so that's the way it goes. So people, what animal roars? Lorena, what animal roars?
The lion roar.
The lion roars. Good. Okay. Excellent. Another question, guys. Let's see. Walter, go ahead. Tell me, question, you want to participate?
What is it? What is it?
What
Gorilla
is
right now.
what is it? Who? Sorry.
Gorilla right now.
Right now. Now. Okay.
Or this moment. Or this
At
moment.
this moment. Now. Right now. No quería escribir el right. No, pero está bien. Right now it's okay. So what is it gorilla now? Guys, look at the, well, Wilber, look at the structure. ¿Tenemos el WH? Yes, we do. Do we have the auxiliary, do or does? We don't. So what auxiliary are we going to use here?
Does.
We eliminate is. We don't need is. ¿Por qué? Porque cuando va un verbo normal, guys, we don't use the verb to be. What is next, guys? Subject. Who is my subject here?
This subject is gorilla.
So I eliminate the verb. What does the gorilla? What does the gorilla?
No.
No.
I don't need now. ¿Por qué? Porque el now, guys, la diferencia es now, right now, at this moment, we use this one with INGs, like I am teaching. ¿Ok? Esto lo ocupo, guys, cuando algo pasa ahorita mismo. ¿Ok? I am teaching now. I am teaching right now. I am teaching at this moment. Pero el gorila puede pasar ahorita. Puede que usted lo piense que ahorita está comiendo el gorila. Right? Pero yo quiero en general qué come el gorila. En esta historia, ¿qué come el gorila? So that's the difference, right? So what is the gorilla eating? Yes, but that is another verbal tense. So what does the gorilla eat? Okay. ¿Qué palabras puedo ocupar para identificar el simple present? Daily. On Tuesdays. Todos los días y llevan una S. On Tuesdays. On Wednesdays. On Fridays. Diariamente, at a daily basis. Okay? At a daily basis. What does the gorilla eat? At a daily basis. What does the gorilla eat on weekdays? What does the gorilla eat on holidays? What does the gorilla eat? That's it. Okay? So guys, that's the difference. What does the gorilla eat? Tell me, Wilbur. What does the gorilla eat?
Gorilla is eat banana.
It eats bananas. Yeah. Uy. Excellent. It eats bananas. It eats bananas. Or you can say the gorilla eats bananas. Good. Excellent. Another question, guys. Who wants to try another one? Don't worry. You see, from mistakes, everybody's learning. So mistakes are good. Okay. Mistakes.
Who is the toro?
Who is the who?
Who is the toro?
Who is the toro? What is the answer?
The toro is slow.
Vaya, aquí no estamos ocupando una pregunta con el do or does, pero siempre es una pregunta en present, guys. So the question is good. But there is one thing right here, guys. There's one thing that we need to change. What is that thing, guys? What do we need to change?
And change who
Or how?
for how.
Pronunciation, I think that was the problem here. So, how? How? Who?
¿Cómo?
Who? ¿Quién? How?
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo? How is the total? The total is slow.
Slow,
Okay.
yes.
How fast is the turtle? ¿Cuán rápida es la tortuga? The turtle is slow. Okay. So you can say how fast, but how is okay. How is the turtle? Is slow. The turtle is slow. Okay. So guys, good. That's it, people. Clear on how to make questions, guys. Do you have any question about questions?
Yes, and the question, when write the question, when we use the verb to be, the main verb is in.
When you use the verb to be, sorry for the interruption. When you use the verb to be is the main verb.
Okay, but when the verb to be is used with as auxiliary verb, the other verb is in base form.
Is in ing, pero esa es una historia para otro día.
Okay.
That's a story that we will see later on.
Okay.
Because it could be in past, the verb to be. Okay, as well. Y eso sería una passive voice sentence.
Okay.
Not in past, in participle, right? So it will be a passive voice sentence. For example, where is located that place? Where is that place located? We can say that one. How is the chicken cooked? Okay, aquí ya no es en base form the verb, right? It's in past participle, but that's another story. Okay, so also you can use it with ing, como lo que estaba queriendo hacer Wilber con el gorila. So the gorilla is eating right now. Is the gorilla eating right now? What is the gorilla eating right now? Eating, ing. We will see that one later. Okay, don't worry about it. Good, guys. Well, people, if you have no questions, let's go. I told you yesterday to get some vocabulary, people, from WhatsApp, from Facebook. How do you install Facebook? Let's get vocabulary, guys. People, how do you say when you access to WhatsApp? You can say access to WhatsApp, but there is a better word. Entrar. How do you say entrar, guys? Sorry, Facebook. Facebook. How do you say entrar a Facebook?
Login to Facebook.
Login. Thank you.
Login.
What is the opposite of login? Log out. Good. How do you say buscar amigos? Search. Good. Repeat after me, everybody. Search. Good. How do you say contraseña, guys?
Password.
Password. Good. How do you say
Nickname.
perfil?
Profile.
Good. Profile. How do you say postear?
Poster.
Post. Okay.
Post.
How do you say seguir? Follow. Okay. How do you say estado?
Stay.
That is United States.
No.
That is United States. Pero el estado de
Status.
Plural or single.
Status. Okay.
Status.
No, verdad, no se le dicen estados. The listen post. Yeah.
Yes.
Historias, guys. You can say historias. How do you say historias?
Story.
History.
No history, but stories, guys.
Stories.
Okay?
time.
History, people, the difference between history and story.
Okay.
History, in 1944, General Maximiliano Hernandez Martinez was overthrown from the presidency of El Salvador. Then a junta militar, that is history, right? Okay. In the first century BC, the Romans invaded Egypt and they conquered the land. So the last king of Egypt was Cleopatra, the first one. History. Guys, I will tell you something that happened today in the morning. I didn't get off the bus in the place that I should have done it because I fall asleep. Me dormí y no me bajé en la ceiba. I continue my trip on the bus. So I arrived to my job late. That's a story, guys. That's a story. No, it didn't happen today, but it's a real story that happened once to me. So story, okay? History, story, history, story. Okay, guys, I think that's vocabulary that we use. So people, the question is, can you help me, please? How to install and use WhatsApp? Okay, that's the question. How to install and use WhatsApp. Remember, try to use passive voice sentences when it is possible to use them. Not all of them. Let's sound natural. An example like this. Okay, the first thing you do is you go to Play Store. Okay, you download Facebook. You click on Facebook and you download it. When the app is downloaded, ahí está mi passive voice. When the app is downloaded, you enter your username, your name, your email, you enter your password. Okay, you create the account, you put your name, you put your birth date, your picture, and then you have Facebook. You can search for your friends. You enter the name of your friend. When the name is entered, you find your friends, you search your friend. You can post profile pictures, you can post status, you can post stories, and you can upload. No les había dicho esto, guys. Upload, subir, upload pictures, upload memes, memes. You can upload memes. You can react to post. You can react to post. You can give likes. You can, that, right? So people, that's what we use, okay? That's what we use. So, si ven, solo ocupé dos veces passive voice, guys, all the time. What about you? Anytime you're going to use it. Guys, in trios.
I have a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
How to install and use WhatsApp or Facebook?
Facebook. Dije WhatsApp. Es trauma.
Yeah.
So, Facebook,
Right.
guys, please, Facebook, no WhatsApp. WhatsApp was yesterday. So, Facebook, guys. Okay. Any other question, guys? Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's practice.
Teacher. Teacher.
Tell me what happened.
Me dejó con Blanca Beatriz, pero no
They are
contesta.
not there. Okay. Don't worry. I'll send you to one group.
Okay.
They are practicing right now. Send you to the group number 3.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's wait for everybody, guys. Let's wait for the rest. Wait just a second. Okay, guys, I send you a link right there, okay? Please, if it is possible, send it somebody to WhatsApp, guys. This is the link that we are going to use for this weekend's homework, okay? What are you going to do? First, you go and you click on that one, guys. Y les va a aparecer esta página. Lo único que vamos a hacer es click here, sign up, okay? Click on sign up. And it will ask you to introduce. Si tienen Outlook o Hotmail, ocupan este con Microsoft. Si no, si tienen una Gmail, ocupan este. Okay? So you click on that one. Si van por acá, guys, you click on this one y automáticamente el celular le va a decir que seleccione su cuenta y todo eso. You create that one and that's it. That's what you will do for tomorrow, guys. Okay? You click on this one, you do it. Mañana les digo cuál va a ser la segunda parte. Questions about...
Eso lo hacemos ahorita, teacher.
Pueden hacerlo ahorita si quieren.
Okay.
So create your account. Please send the link to WhatsApp, guys. I don't have WhatsApp here on my computer open. So please send it there. The link is there on the chat. Okay? Go to the chat and you click on that one. You open your account, guys. And tomorrow we are going to see what is it going to be. What is the homework, guys? Para que se vayan preparando ahorita. You are going to tell me how to do something. Me van a decir los pasos para hacer algo. Puede ser, I don't know, it can be a process you do in your job, or it could be how to install Facebook, how to install WhatsApp, how to prepare a sandwich, how to make a salad. Tienen que hablar por un minuto, guys. Entonces, you need to be careful with that one. Everybody will send it. It will be individual. So that's what we are going to do. Prepárense de ahorita, piensen qué van a decir. You can write down the things you are going to say. So how do you make? Y ustedes le ponen el final. How do you make a sandwich? How do you make an auditing process? How do you make, how do you install WhatsApp? How do you install Facebook? Okay. Mañana vemos más acerca de eso, people. Do you have any question?
Is es la tarea para el lunes.
Esa va a ser para el lunes. Ya tenemos dos tareas, guys. La primera es la página 17 y página 18 del libro. We do it. Y esta video de 1 minuto, guys. Para el lunes.
Okay.
Antes de la clase, guys.
Se lo vamos a enviar al privado, ¿verdad?
La tarea del libro, sí, me lo envían al privado. Este no lo tienen que enviar a ningún lado.
Ok.
Ahí va a quedar almacenado, guys.
Okay.
Okay, people. Tomorrow we see it. Creen su cuenta, please do it right now. It won't take more than 1 minute. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful night. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye,
Bye,
from now.
see you
Don't forget
tomorrow,
to do it.
everybody.
Hagan su tarea. Así salvan
Bye,
tiempo.
see you
people.
tomorrow.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
night,
Bye for now, guys.